The hallway echoed with the low hum of flickering lights and the occasional shuffle of shoes, but no one noticed the soft cry. It was barely audible above the buzz of the mid-morning rush, parents hurrying to work, students clutching coffee cups, teachers flipping through lesson plans. But among them all, only one man stopped. Eli Turner was running late. Again. Balancing a tote bag filled with his daughter's gym clothes, a math workbook under his arm, and a cup of coffee that had already burned his wrist twice, he didn't have time to stop for anything. But then he heard it. Faint. Fragile. A whimper, maybe. A cry. He paused, turned slightly. No one else did. It came again, from around the corner, near the second-grade lockers. Eli set the coffee on a windowsill, dropped the gym bag, and followed the sound. There, behind a column half hidden by a bulletin board filled with glitter and construction paper pumpkins, sat a boy. Maybe 6, maybe 7. Knees drawn to his chest, head buried in his arms, shoulders shaking with silent sobs. Eli crouched. "Hey there, buddy," he said softly. "You okay?" The boy looked up, startled. His eyes were red, his cheeks streaked with tears. He didn't answer. "My name's Eli. I'm just a dad, here for drop-off. Do you need help?" Still no answer. But the boy didn't run. Eli sat down, crossing his legs, mirroring the child's posture. "You don't have to talk if you don't want to," he said. "I'll just sit with you for a bit. If that's all right." Minutes passed in silence. Students laughed and lockers clanged somewhere behind them. The boy hiccuped through tears but didn't move. Eventually, he spoke. "My name's Aiden," he whispered. "My mom forgot me again." Eli's breath caught. He didn't press the boy, just nodded slowly. "She says she's busy," Aiden went on. "That she's trying. But sometimes she just doesn't show up." Eli knew what that felt like. All too well. His own daughter, Harper, had asked once why her mother only sent birthday cards and not visits. Eli had answered as gently as he could. "Some people mean well but can't always follow through." "She'll come," Eli said carefully. "But until then, you've got me." Aiden looked at him, eyes wide. "You're not a teacher?" "Nope. Just a single dad. Trying to get my kid to class without spilling coffee on myself." A smile flickered at the corners of Aiden's mouth. Eli checked his watch. Harper would be wondering where he went. But something in him wouldn't let him leave this boy alone. "Come on," he said, standing. "Let's find someone who can help." Aiden hesitated, then reached for Eli's hand. The school counselor, Ms. Ramirez, was surprised to see them. "He's not on the drop-off list today," she murmured, checking files. "We'll call his mother." But Eli noticed the hesitation in her eyes. The weariness. This wasn't the first time. "I can stay with him," Eli offered. "Until someone comes." That morning turned into an afternoon. Eli worked remotely, typing emails from the counselor's office while Aiden drew pictures beside him. He didn't speak much, but the tears had stopped. When Aiden's mom finally arrived, flustered and smelling faintly of smoke and stress, she barely made eye contact. "I thought today was Dad's day," she said weakly. "He doesn't have a dad," Ms. Ramirez said quietly. Eli didn't judge. He only looked at her and said, "He waited for you." The woman's face crumpled. She thanked him, hurried Aiden out, and vanished. But the moment stayed with Eli. That night, Harper sat on the couch, braiding yarn into her doll's hair. "Daddy," she asked. "Why do you always stop when someone needs help?" Eli chuckled. "Because I hope someone would do the same for you." Weeks passed. Eli didn't see Aiden again, until one rainy Tuesday morning, when he noticed a familiar face in the carpool line. Aiden, in an oversized raincoat, clutching a backpack too big for his frame, waved at him from the sidewalk. Eli waved back. Later that week, a note arrived in Harper's backpack. Scrawled in clumsy second-grade handwriting. "Thank you for finding me that day. I hope you don't stop listening to hallway cries. Aiden." Eli folded the note and tucked it into his wallet, next to the photo of Harper. It stayed there for years. Life went on. Eli changed jobs. Harper grew taller and started middle school. But the hallway moment became a memory he revisited often. Then, one spring afternoon, as he waited in the school parking lot for Harper's orchestra rehearsal to end, someone tapped on his window. It was a teenage boy. Tall. Hair messy. But those eyes, Eli recognized them instantly. "Aiden?" The boy smiled. "You remembered. How could I forget? I wanted to thank you. Again. I just got accepted into the Youth Advocacy Council. We work on school safety and mental health stuff. And it started because of that day. Because someone stopped for me." Eli stepped out of the car and embraced him. "You changed my life," Aiden whispered. "Because you listened." When Aiden walked away, Eli leaned against the car and closed his eyes. Sometimes, it takes only one quiet act to set off a chain reaction. Years later, Harper graduated with honors in psychology, choosing to specialize in child counseling. During her valedictorian speech, she said, "My father taught me to listen, to the silences, to the cries no one hears. Because of him, I believe every small act of kindness has power." The auditorium rose in applause, but Eli could only sit in stunned, quiet awe. That hallway cry, once so faint, had echoed farther than he'd ever imagined.